Let's go next. Where do we want to go next? How about, I don't know. There's a lot of interesting callers here. Let's go to, why don't we go to John from Philly? John from Philly, you're on the air.
Hey, David, how are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
Very good, very good. Hey, I just discovered this link to call you because I tried to call you from the previous way to call you from the 617, but it's no longer work.
It's
So,
done. That's right. It's all Discord now.
okay, perfect. I was just wondering, what do you believe the Republican Party is going to like? I don't know. I feel like the Republican Party is done.
Hold on.
I mean,
John, did you say done or dumb?
like done, completely
Oh,
done.
completely done. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't believe that they can win another election. I
Yeah.
mean, in the White House. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know.
Well, listen,
That's
so
my
I have two
perception,
thoughts.
you
And
know.
John, we've spoken before, right? You're from the Dominican Republic, if I recall correctly?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember you. So here's the thought. On the one hand, when you look at what's going on and you see how Donald Trump led to Republicans losing the House in 2018, losing the White House and the Senate in 2020, and distrust in so many different aspects of what the Republican Party stands for, it's hard to imagine how could they win without changing what they're doing. But we've said this many times before, John, where we say, wow, the Republican, now they definitely can never win again. And then they win again. So I would be careful about saying there's no way they can win. The things I'm going to be looking out for are what happens in 2022. Do Republicans in 2022 reject the Trumpian candidates like Marjorie Taylor Greene and others? Or do they get reelected? If they get reelected in 2022, there will be a fight for who represents the Republican Party in 2024. If in 2022, all of these Trump people get voted out and the Republican Party goes back to being what it was, I think they'll probably be mostly back together by the time of the next presidential election. That's my thought right now.
So did you think they are not gonna go back to the values of being like before, like when the Reagan kind of thing, like
Yeah.
when he was in power, like the what does I call it?
Like
They
the focus,
believe
the focus on welfare reform, trickle down economics, the debt, religion, that type of thing, you mean?
yeah, like the principle of being a conservative,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
That was the way of policy. But now everything changed, and now they are completely in another like far right now. It's like
Absolutely.
like
Absolutely. The Republican
basically
Party,
like now they trying to be like a party of races in power. That's
well,
basically
the,
what
the
they
way
are.
the way I would say it is they've become about just angering the left. That's their philosophy now. What can we do that will anger the left? Trump was never about policy. The few policies he ran on, like replacing Obamacare, building a wall, fixing trade, he didn't do any of those things. And for the last 2 years of Trump, they didn't even pretend to care about policy. So you're asking a great question, which is, do they go back to what they pretended to be during the 80s and 90s? I think it's too soon to know. I think we just have to wait and see, John.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. To me, the Republican Party is not gonna be the same anymore.
I think it won't, even if it goes back to being about what it was, it will never be the same because they can't erase the fact that they had Trump for 4 years. And I think that will cause some irreversible change for sure.
Yeah, yeah, I completely agree. But
All
thank you
right.
so much,
Thank you, John.
baby.
Appreciate it. Hope things are well in Philly. There's John from Philly. Always great to talk to him. One of our sponsors is Sussman and Hahn. Sussman and Hahn has everything you need when it comes to face masks and other supplies to stay safe during COVID-19. And Sussman and Hahn is the company that I've personally been going to for face masks and other PPE because I trust the products that they sell. And that's actually why we reached out to them about becoming a sponsor, because their prices are reasonable, ordering is simple, everything ships within 24 hours, and they just have high quality products for this global 100-year pandemic. They've got surgical masks, KN95 masks, N95 masks, other useful things like infrared thermometers, face shields, sanitizers. Sussman and Hahn is also an awesome company because they've donated over 65,000 masks so far to healthcare institutions. Shipping is free on orders over $150. You can go to their website by going to davidpakman.com/mask. The link is right underneath this video, and they'll give you 20% off when you use the coupon code DAVID.